And God, received his entreaty and heard his supplication. I don't want to get too fancy theological on those words, but those words are in the Bible, so we really got to figure out what those words mean. He received his entreaty. God received. Entreaty means begging. That's what it means. A direct translation from really fancy Bible word entreaty to regular, common, everyday folk like us, salt of the earth, means Manasseh was begging God. And God received his begging and his supplication. Another fancy theological word. Basically what that means is that he's asking God for his favor. His favor? Really, God? His favor? Like, really, Manasseh? You did all of these things. You got horribly down by not only doing your own sin, but you led the people in sin. You led the people in sin. To me, that's one of the worst things that you possibly can do. If you're going to sin, and you're going to take your own soul in your own hands, and you're going to go off and you're going to do sin, okay, I get that. But why are you leading everybody else in sin? Why are you making everybody else sin, Manasseh? And he gets to the point where he's begging God, God, I'm sorry. And God hears it. And he tells Manasseh, I'm going to give you my favor. You see, there's some things that we need to understand in our minds here. Those of us who come into church and we are not all polished and pretty, and we are not as saved and sanctified as we would like to be, I'm talking to you today. God still hears your prayers.
Yeah.
He still hears your request for supplication. And he will turn his favor upon you. That's the greatest verse in that whole text right there. That whole text. You see, I get my reputation. I know a lot of people think like, God likes the Old Testament. He likes the law. He likes the righteousness. He likes the hard stuff. But you can't have the hard stuff without the grace of God.
Amen.
And there's so much grace right here. Man, I started thinking, I was like, oh my goodness.